All right, so Alas for the Awful Sea is set in the 18th century, and you are all aboard a ship. And the ship is called...
Boaty?
No. Don't.
Shippy? The Raven's Crow.
The Raven.
Just
The Raven?
The Raven?
Yeah.
Excellent, yes.
All right. So the Raven is 12 days out of port. You sailed out of Plymouth, and you're heading towards a small seaside town called Shoalhaven. And Shoalhaven is not very noted for its importance, and it's sort of a very poor and backwater town, and nobody's been told why you're actually going to this place.
But I know or I don't know?
You don't know, other than the fact that you are going there to. There's obviously a fair bit of post and things like that, and supplies that are being delivered out there. But anybody could do that. The only other thing that's strange about this voyage is you have a mysterious passenger on board. You have been told that he is very important. He needs to get to Shoalhaven, and he has been given his own cabins.
Which is unusual for the time.
Which is unusual for the time, and he really has spent most of his time in the cabin and hasn't ventured out.
Does this gentleman have a name?
Yes, I suppose you would know his name.
I suppose I'm assuming he's a gentleman.
Yes.
Might be a low-class sort.
No, he's fairly well appointed.
Or a woman, perhaps.
Yes, his name is Arled Gildas.
Arled?
Ooh.
Sounds foreign to me.
Actually, it's probably Welsh.
Oh, worse
Arled?
still.
What is it? Yeah, still foreign for you.
Yeah.
That's right. Welsh. Oh, well.
So,
But rich, no doubt.
yes,
They
More
have heard
rich
of,
friends.
they have heard of rich.
his clothing and deportment certainly seems to be rich. And also his luggage appears to be also what do they call it?
Monogram?
Monogrammed?
Monogram, yes, right.
That is fancy.
With his own monogram, I suppose.
I can imagine
Yes.
Ben's character having a massive monogram like this.
Yes, SS.
What's your name?
My name is Sebastian Swilleth, and I'll have you show appropriate deference, thank you, sir, because I am the captain
Would you like to
of the Raven.
describe yourself a little bit?
Yes, I'm tall, dashing, much like the player who's playing me. Dark hair, blue eyes, long eyelashes, well kept at all times. My uniform is in excellent condition.
Is it worn?
Is it worn?
Like excellent, beautiful, but
Yes.
very, very worn.
Yes. I'm a man of some experience
Yeah.
on the seas, well respected by anyone who's known me, and anyone who doesn't show respect learns to respect me quick smart, if you know what I mean.
Yes, there's definitely an iron fist
Yes,
on the boat,
certainly.
and it
I wield the man who is my iron fist readily.
well there is also your boatswain as well,
Yes, exactly, that's
who is
what I
your
mean,
right hand,
yes.
and he's your
He's your iron
I don't
fist.
get myself involved in such business. No.
no, and he certainly does run a tight ship. You are,
Yes.
Sir
My name's Henry Dash.
Henry Dash.
I like to get things done. I've been on the sea for since I was 4 when I started sailing. So I've been on here for many a year. I know how to I know how to hoist a sail, row a boat, get from point A to point B rather smoothly.
Excellent. What position do you actually hold?
I'm the old sea dog.
Is
So
that a
essentially, you tell me where to put your boat and I'll put it there.
Yeah,
Yes, an excellent man, reliable at the tiller.
he is. Very good, Johnny.
And I am playing Charles McCarr.
You might remember me from such stories as.
And Charles McCarr is an astronomer,
Oh,
a scholar in terms of class, but specifically
astronomy.
astronomer.
Okay.
Charles McCarr is a very well-built man, not so much in the muscle as in the fat.
Solid.
Solid, very large, sort of chins just sort of joining.
Well, it's a sign of culture, isn't it, and wealth.
Yes.
To be well built and well fed.
Particularly
And-
in this day and age,
Yes,
and in
yes.
this profession, yes.
And I mean, a scholar in the 17th century is sort of, you can't be a scholar unless you're upper
It's an
class.
amateur thing. It's an amateur thing. We all like to dabble in it, don't we?
Yes.
We have our areas of interest.
So I have an observatory in my grounds in Northumbria,
Yep.
Mhm.
and I also like to travel and look at the sky from other parts of the globe.
Make observations.
Right.
Like, yes.
So I'm.
And you obviously would be invaluable on a boat because of your
Navigational
skills. Yeah.
Oh, we are hugging the coast, though, I trust, not venturing out into the high seas.
Well, you have ventured out away from land a little bit, but that's not the biggest problem that you're facing on this trip at the moment. The biggest problem you're facing is a lack of wind.
in the doldrums, one would say.
Yes.
Excellent. Done.
So do we have some Sirenscape?
Sirenscape is
Sounds?
now glowing within the doldrums.
Excellent.
Is that why we can't hear anything?
Yes.
Fix it in post.
There we go. There we go. Very nice.
Is that lunchtime?
I'm just sitting there fishing on the side of the boat.
Excellent.
There's not much to do when the ship is becalmed. There is some
Frustrating.
some very lazy seagulls that are hovering above you, and there is a large amount of time to do nothing with. So you're all sitting there waiting and looking to the horizon for relief. Is there anything that you'd like to do to pass
there a-
the time
was there
aside
a-
from fishing?
Was there a timetable for our arrival in Shoalhaven?
Yes, and you are fast eating into your buffer.
Do we have an appointment of rowers and oars?
You can't row the sloop. It's a fairly large ship, and it contains a gun deck with 18 cannons, port and starboard,
Heavy.
and there are 19 souls aboard, including your mysterious guest.
Yeah, nothing to do.
I spend the hours attempting different configurations of sails to capture the wind at the most advantage.
So you are sort of ordering the crew about
Yes,
and
getting increasingly jumpy and short with them.
Yes,
Blaming them as much as possible for the lack of efficacy in their
Good.
efforts.
good. Yes, the tensions are starting to run high. So this is the third day that you've been becalmed, and there are only so many drills that you can run and things that you can do to kind of check the seaworthiness.
Criticizing people's uniforms.
That's
Right.
there's never ending source of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can scrub the decks again.
Yes, exactly.
That's right. That's
These
right.
seagulls dropping.
God damn it, you call that polished? Like? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, all the brass fittings around the boat are sparkling and gleaming in the sun.
I sit there with the boys for a few, and we're like, if only we could capture his wind.
Yes.
Yes, that's cool. I like that.
And just
I've been doing some studies, but I've actually read all of the books that I brought with me on the
Right,
voyage now.
fantastic.
Right.
I'm just rereading things I already know
All right.
and sleeping just during the day. Sleeping and eating, fairly sedentary.
Yeah, there are. So you're
The
fishing.
clear skies are good at night, but they're pretty useless during the day.
Henry, where is that goddamned old man? Henry Dash.
sorry.
Put down that rod and come and give me some advice.
Oh, 1 sec. Here, hold this.
I hate to
No
admit
idea
it.
what to do with this.
I hate to admit it, of course, but you have had more years in these waters than I have.
Yeah.
Surely you know of an alley of wind, or whether we should travel west a little or east a little, closer to the shore.
I haven't seen it this bad for many a year.
That's, in fact, probably you've never seen it this bad. Period.
No.
It's-
And I go like this. I get a little bit of like a paper or something, just a little change in my pocket that floats, throw in the air, and it just comes straight down. There is no wind,
Yes, well, that much is
Nothing.
clear.
and then you look out, and
Glassy.
it would be glassy, and it's just like, never in my life have I seen it this bad.
So you do look out, and you look across the glassy ocean, and way, way in the distance, you see something strange on the horizon. and it takes a couple of hours, but it does grow, and it's a fog.
Oh.
A fog rolls in. Like
How
you've
does a fog
never
roll in
seen
without
before.
wind?
Exactly. It just seems to come out of nowhere. And this,
Sunset is like really red, or is it just not good?
So
I'm a superstitious man,
right,
and
as are most of the people on the crew.
That's right.
this is
I'm not.
bad tidings on this ride, Captain. Something's wrong. Something is very wrong.
What does this fog smell like? Sort of corpses of undead?
No, it's a fairly fresh smell, but it definitely stifles everything on the boat. You can't, if you're standing on the bow, you can't see the stern,
Or hear it. That
or
muffled
hear
voices,
that the
yeah.
muffling
That's cool.
starts to close in.
I'm gonna go and
Damn
feel a
this
bit of the
fog.
water. Just go down.
Okay.
Go down to the water and just because off the side there'd be things to.
Yep.
Just go feel the water, see if it's warm, see what I can get from that, and just the sea speak kind of just.
Oh, okay, you're
Just-
using your special move. In Alas for the Awful Sea, every character has its own. Everybody has access to a general set of moves for doing things like fighting and intimidating people and things like that. But everybody has a special move in which only you can access. So
So I'm gonna go down and many years I've been dealing with the sea and the winds and I know it like family.
yes,
So I go down and try and see what's wrong with it.
all right, good call. Snake eyes.
I fall in and get pulled by a current.
So
Yeah, have him slip in. That's a great
so
idea.
well, I think I'm going to have you slip in, and I'm going to have you gash your arm
Oh.
on a barnacle that's sitting on the side of the boat. So take one harm.
And I call out for the captain's help. Captain!
Yeah.
Captain! Oh!
What are you doing, fool? Get that stupid man out of the water.
Would I
Man overboard! Harm, you just colour in the one, just the one, and at 4 you're dead. So yeah, not a lot of.
Charles McCall, help the crew. Do something useful.
So somebody goes in and throws a.
You know medicine, surely. You're a man of science such as yourself. Do we
Perhaps I can help with one or two things. Do we not have a ship's surgeon?
have a surgeon?
There is a person with medical experience. Not entirely certain if we should call him a surgeon, but
Damn it, where is he? Get that man out of... where
How
is
do you fix it? You put salt water on it. That's it.
yeah, you rub a bit
he?
of
Wrap
dirt
it
on
up, that's right,
There's
yeah.
no dirt. So yes, they haul you up. You're clutching your arm. It's
Is it my fishing arm?
right
On a
odds,
even,
odds or evens.
evens, it's my fishing arm.
All right.
Oh.
All right. So that's one pleasure that's taken away from you. So one of the
Charles.
one of the crews walks up to you and inspects the arm and says, "'Tis bad luck. This cursed fog, this cursed becalmedness. Where is the wind? We have been forsaken." And there's some murmurings
Yeah.
around the crew.
I go,
Oh, good. I had mutiny on the door of calmness, that's right.
Everyone's just getting a bit.
Macaw,
Stir crazy.
you know about the meteorology and such?
I know a thing or two, yes.
Sure, you understand what's going on here? There's
I-
a solution, no doubt?
I've never seen anything like it, and I'm very disappointed in this fog. I was hoping for a clear night.
Yes, indeed. Not,
We had a clear day, and now we have a foggy night.
Yes. Fog is not the friend of the astronomer, I suppose. Wanting to look up into the sky.
Indeed not. Yes.
your brains are real coming through. That
A smart man.
That's right.
Brains 0.
At this point, one of the cabin boy starts to fire up his harmonica.
Excellent.
He figures that would be a good
To cheer
good
everyone.
way to cheer everyone up, and he starts to play. So, again, the fog kind of makes this whole scene a bit more and more eerie. Even the music kind of seems to exacerbate the loneliness of what you're doing. There is, at this point, the mysterious guest, Arled, walks up on deck. He's wearing a tri-corner hat and one of those cloaks that's kind of at waist height. You know, it has splits for the arms.
Napoleon-esque.
Napoleon-esque, yeah. And he sort of is walking around the edge of the deck. He's not engaging anybody in conversation, and the couple of the sailors who are hanging out with you guys sort of say, he's the reason why we're so stuck where we are.
Yes, bad luck does come with him, like a bad stench.
Aye. What is
So I just go along, bit of sea salt thrown over the old shoulder. Just superstitious to the team.
Am I perhaps back in my cabin?
Yeah, you can be anywhere you like.
Yeah,
You might be on deck or
Yeah, no, I went back to my cabin.
Okay.
Just pouring myself a quiet drink to steady my
a bit
nerves.
of a sherry.
I went to the galley.
Okay. Yeah, so the food is the food on the ship is quite average, and
Better than normal.
the other thing is the cook is sort of eyeing the stores and how much food there is left. But yeah, it's starting to get even more and more boring the longer you stay here.
Yeah, I'm just sitting with the boys going, never happened like this before, boys. Bad luck. Bad luck be on this trip.
One of them says, I'd be thinking this man's some kind of law. Do you see that? You see the way he walks? That's a
Yeah.
police.
He ain't one of us, that's
Aye.
for sure.
Aye. Something terrible must have gone down in Shoalhaven to warrant his appearance there, I'm thinking.
And the whole cabin to himself.
Aye.
You don't see that.
No.
That's definite money there.
Sets my teeth on edge.
It's tough. It's tough. Maybe the wind will come in the morning. Maybe.
Aye. Well, to that end, I might be putting myself to bed.
Aye.
I've got no more shifts. I've polished every damn beam on this boat
The captain.
twice over.
Man, that man's never been he's never been a real leader. He likes his proper, polished and,
Perfect, always.
let's be honest,
Polished and perfect.
I'm pissed.
That's right.
Laugh from the general deck, that's right.
Yeah.
I look out at the sea and just go, when will this fog ever end? And what's that distance? Like how far can we see?
Not the hornpipe again, lad. Do you really have? Do you know any other songs?
Sorry, sir.
For God's sake.
Well, don't finish it, like, for God's sake.
He just stopped it, he's playing something else now.
Yeah, I haven't seen it this bad.
Aye.
I look out, is there still stillness, like, as the fog creeps in?
Yeah. It's, if the water was glass before, it's even worse now because you really can't see more than 20 yards off the side.
Holding my arm, I'm just going to look out. I'm going to try another. Could I try another?
Sense
I don't
it.
mean to. It's another day. Maybe just sense or just kind of
No, I'll give you another go. Yeah.
don't roll double ones, maybe.
Double six.
Double sixes. A critical success as opposed to a critical failure. So
Well,
what does that make it, a 14?
14.
I get to ask 3.
That's even less likely than a 20 or a 1 on a D20.
Yeah, none of
One
these
chance
really
in
kind
36.
36, yeah.
Golly.
So you get to ask 3 of those questions.
Just, yeah. It's very much about a thing, but I'm just trying to think about, like, just to maybe twist the question a bit and be like, what has been said about this, like, this fog? Like, in this area, is this, it says, what words have been said near this? But, like, in this kind of, like, area, have ships been stuck here before?
Right.
Like a Bermuda Triangle kind of thing.
Yeah, like, is this a natural phenomenon?
Phenomenal. The general sense. Yeah. Sorry. What words have been said recently near this?
Yeah, or strong emotions have recently been needed. That's a better way.
So, you get a strong emotion of annoyance to the point of violence. So there's this kind of pressure cooker environment leads people to turn on one another very easily and snap.
And who handled this last before me?
Who handled this last before you?
I'm talking about the situation because I'm being very clever with the...
Your eyes roll back into your head, and you get the vision of a seagull, the sun gleaming off its wings.
Ringed wings.
Wings.
As if it's wearing rings.
Wow.
We're close to land then. I'll look around. Do I see any land?
No.
You see fog.
You see fog. There's no.
Is it really low sitting fog? Like if I got up to the
Could you
crow's
see?
nest, could I? Is it a real low fog that
There
just?
should be a boy up there right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I yell out, "Boy! Any clear up there?"
I see nothing. I see nothing, sir. Nothing but the stench of this fog.
Well, let me know if you see anything, right?
Aye.
And I'll ask, what has been done with this what has been done recently with this fog? Like, what have other ships done?
Again, your eyes roll back into your head, and you
Take a swig.
are you're on the deck of a ship at night time, and you look around and there's nobody there, and you look up and you see waves breaking above you, and then you come out of it.
This is no good. I try and see if I look around and sense what's happening, and I go, "Shut that up, boy. This is going to be a bad night.
Oh, sorry, sir.
This is going to be a bad night. I'm going to go see the captain."
All right.
I'm also going to go see the captain.
Yeah, it's
I'm going to complain about the food on the ship.
all right. So there's a knock on your door.
Oh, no.
Oh. Yeah. Gentlemen, yes. Welcome, both of you. Come in.
Captain,
Henry,
the food
Charles.
on this ship is
What?
awful.
Certainly. If food is adequate,
But you're getting the good stuff.
sure.
Well, it doesn't seem like the good stuff to me.
Here, have a drink, sir. Like a sherry.
Oh,
Yes.
I would rather, yes. Thank
her.
you.
Pour another glass, and yeah, that'll help to calm your nerves as anything. No potato will put off the flavour of that. And yes, car. How goes it for you? Have you found a solution to our windless predicament?
Not yet, Captain. It's gonna get... It's not looking good. Should we speak in front of...
No, yes, anything you can say in front of me is quite adequate in front of Henry. Old friend he is of mine. Well, associate, yes.
He's
I'm Charles. He's
Charles, sir, yes. I
Look at the sherry!
the sherry and put it down, yeah.
quite enough of that, I think.
There's nothing much else to do, is there?
No.
The winds be bad. The winds be bad. No wind, but waves. There'd be a storm coming. Not like anything I've ever seen.
Storms carry a force that drives ahead of themselves, which may prove our escape. Waves are whipped up by winds touching the surface of the water, so
Not,
it's something positive, you see.
not these waves, Captain. These waves are bad.
Actually, as he says that, you hear a thump of something hitting the side of the hole. You guys are sort of down a little bit closer. That was a bit too
How much of a thud?
too much of a thud, but you definitely feel a thud of something hitting the side of the hole. It's not a collision, but it's just as if something's drifted into you.
I go, Captain.
What was that?
Captain, can I go?
Who's on the helm? Yes, let's double. Get out there. So we quickly go out. I walk half out of my office and notice the glass is still in my hand and walk back in and put it down again.
Right.
And then turn around and come back out
I
again.
finish mine in a gulp and
Yeah.
follow them out.
Are the men
What are you drinking?
Sherry.
Sherry, right.
Are the men looking over the edge?
Fortified run.
Yeah.
No, nobody's looking over the edge at the moment.
No.
Nobody else seems to have noticed this.
On deck!
Yeah.
People snap to attention. There seems to be, when anybody shouts,
Port!
Dash, you go to the port. I head over to starboard to
Starboard.
look over the edge.
all right?
Yeah. I run over and I hit the boys and go, one up there. I yell at the boy, boy, wake up, look out.
Aye, sir, I'm not seeing anything.
Ding, 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 ding.
So you look over the side
Mm-hmm.
and you see some flotsam in the water.
Mm-hmm.
It appears to be a number of pieces of wood.
Mm-hmm.
Wood.
Here this side. Yeah. What's that? Wood.
Yep, so a number of
Shipwreck.
people run over to your side.
Yeah, what sort of wood is it?
Is it shipwreck wood?
It's too far away to see.
Are they planks or are they
Planks, yeah.
Planks. Oh, good.
I start getting the boys said, get it
Fetch
over,
it.
capture the wood,
Yep.
we'll see what it is.
All right.
Use the hooks.
And
Yeah.
you yell out the exact same thing
Yes.
at the exact same time. And
Bring that up on the deck. Yes.
Yes. All right, so you lower a boy down on the
yeah,
on the
boy with the rope.
on a
and
rope on a hook.
Tie. Oh, well, we would have cargo nets, so
Here, hooks. Just big long
big
poles.
hooks.
or something,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. So he manages to grab a couple of pieces of fairly nondescript wood, but then he comes across a piece that he seems to react to. Pull me up.
pull them up, go.
He gets up and he throws the wood on the deck, and it's part of the forecastle of a ship, and it says the Silver Gull.
Well, can we do a knowledge to see if we know that
Yeah.
or something like that?
What do we have? We don't really have that, do we?
I'm just trying to think if there's a.
Read a situation.
Yeah.
Read a situation might do it.
Situation, isn't
Yeah. So we'll all try and read it.
Yep.
We all roll together.
Yeah, let's do it together.
7.
7.
5.
Oh yeah, 7.
That's a miss.
6.
I get to ask 2
That's a
questions.
miss.
Yep. 7 is a success.
So I don't have to ask these actual questions, or I do.
You have to answer those questions.
Yeah, you can ask 2.
All variations of them.
Yeah. I think we're going to allow you to ask a few variations, considering the situation is a bit different.
What's the biggest threat? No, yeah. What's the biggest threat here? What did this? What's? Yes, yeah, I don't know. No,
Yeah, what did this is a good one.
What
Yeah.
did this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you look over the piece of wood, and you definitely find splintering,
Real stress.
real stress, incredible stress that this boat has been under. So this is not a cut piece of wood. This is a wrenched out of the side of the boat.
So the boat's been smashed up.
You get a second question?
What's my best way out of this?
Whew, that's a good one.
Hmm.
Sail away at high speed.
Yes, with no wind.
Get to Plymouth or yeah, Shoalhaven.
The best way out of this is to, like all good things in life, to have your wits about you when the time comes, to not buckle under pressure and not fall asleep at the wheel.
We must have our wits about us, gentlemen. Something happened to this vessel. We don't want to befall the same fate. Silver Gull, has anyone heard of that?
Well, just generally, being an old sea dog, I would kind of have a bit of an idea on all the names and places of ships. Not that I rolled it, but kind of like just in general and because of my profession.
Yeah, well,
So would Ben, wouldn't he?
I mean, you
Being
actually have
captain.
a slightly more personal connection, in that you just had a vision of a gull that had gleaming wings.
Oh.
Followed by another vision of a ship being.
I think I know this ship, Captain. It's not good.
Indeed. Did you just sail with her?
Well, I know the Silver Gull.
How so? Speak up, man.
It was a bigger ship than this one. From my memory, was it a bigger ship?
Yeah, a bigger ship.
This one here. This ain't no ordinary. This has been ripped.
Yes, well, I can see that, God damn it.
At the moment, at this point, Aled, the passenger, sort of shoulders his way into the conversation and wants to touch the wood. He wants to pick it up and grab it. Do you allow him to do that?
Yep.
So-
What are you doing, man? God damn it. Where?
He runs his hand over it and he kind of feels the edges of it and he says, I need to take this to my cabin.
What? It's just a piece of wood.
I need to take it to my cabin. He starts to sort of
Well, certainly, yes.
shoulder his way out.
Can I-
People are sort of looking at you to...
Can I read Can I read his thoughts?
Yeah, sure.
Booyah! And I grab him by the arm.
Right?
What did we need in this wood for?
I have been charged with finding the 3 ships that have fallen afoul of the seas off the coast. The Silver Gull is one of them.
To have led us into this trap.
Yeah.
I swear, all I want to do is find these ships and bring them home safely.
There's a peril here that you haven't mentioned to us? Ships have fallen afoul in this region?
Yes.
God damn it, man. Why didn't you mention that to us? This is useful information for
What does this character intend to do? Sorry, just because it was from your point, Ben.
You look at his mannerisms and you think he wants to take this to study it further in private. You get the sense that he would be able to glean something from this that maybe most other people would not.
And then I look at him and go, so you knew this happened to him. What about the wind? Did you know about the wind?
The wind is
Yes, that's a good point.
the wind is
He's doing your job for you again.
Sorry, just because I have the ability.
No, it's your character. That's how you do it.
Yeah, I don't. See, you take all the credit.
good job, man.
That's right.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
That's how I'm playing it, absolutely.
If someone screws up, well, he did it all by himself. Right, I didn't do anything.
We call that the Trump factor.
No political comments, we'll get in trouble again. We agree with all your point of views.
Sorry, what was the question again?
So I asked him about the wind.
Right.
I haven't asked it until I'm going to do a follow up of a.
Yeah.
I want to see what he has to say and then what he's actually.
That's cool.
So
Okay.
the question you're actually asking is,
So did you know about this wind? This
Did I-
goddamn.
I didn't know about the wind. The wind is definitely a part of this. It's a symptom. It may be the cause. I don't know.
Well, you should have. What do you know?
Ships do not get torn apart by lack of wind, sir.
You say sort of torn apart, and there's a murmur amongst the
yes,
crew.
That's not the sort of thing a captain says. No. Our ship's
As,
going to be torn apart? What? Oh my god! Everyone stay calm, no one jump overboard!
And
I don't say that, yes.
and the
this
cabin
is a
boy
classic
the cabin boy goes
example.
and somebody punches him in the arm.
The awkward.
I'm frustrated and a bit drunk, I suppose, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
What's the
the
Welsh
tension
guy's
is
name again?
ratcheting up.
Aled?
Aled Gildas.
I just want to ask him all. So how do we get out of this then? You seem to be knowing all the answers and all.
Our way out lies in finding out what causes this and stopping it.
So you got no.
We must have our wits about us. We will know the challenge when we seek it, when we see it. And more than that, I cannot say.
Aled, you seem to be a well-educated man.
Yes, sir.
What do you hope to find from this scrap of wood?
If there was some connection to what did this to this wood and what my skills of forensic analysis can provide, I'm sure I will be able to find us something that will help us.
If you would like my scientific assistance, I'd be happy to accompany you.
Yes, sir.
Very
I would
good.
like it.
At this point, I realised the men have been standing around watching, and I picked someone.
You finally realised.
Yeah.
I picked someone random called
Good.
Tompkins or something and shouted him about something that's not clean, or the ropes are out of order, or to just lay out all those ropes and re-roll them again.
Yes. And the crew is
Captain.
the crew is
Probably I'm pushing a typical captain.
well. The crew is actually thankful for any kind of
Yeah, that's
diversion,
right,
so
yeah.
they snap to attention and immediately start going about what you.
I shouted a few more people and then
Yeah,
go back
that's
to my captain.
that's good. The Thompson guy was the guy who punched the cabin boy.
That's
Quick
right.
question for the guy. What does this character need most?
Have you answered? You've asked your 3 though.
I've asked my 2.
Oh.
I got my 3rd.
He was
Okay.
asking out loud questions
That's
and then
right.
perceiving.
Yeah, so I've only
Yeah,
got
yeah.
one perception of
I
truth.
like it.
Yep.
I've been asking questions, but I get to follow up, so I got 2 more.
Okay.
I like it.
So, what does this character need the most?
You get 4.
3.
Oh.
So I've only done 1, which was what does this character intend to do?
Oh. Okay.
And then I asked the normal in-game questions.
Oh. Okay. Right. Right.
What does a character need most? I got 1 more after this.
What does a character need most?
Yeah.
You really get the sense that he's a bit out of his depth here, and
Okay.
you kind of,
Boom, boom.
you don't think that he really knows what's going on, and that's scaring him, and also causing him to be a bit sort of blustery.
And following on that,
Yep.
what does this character wish I do?
This character wishes, I guess that you know that he could be left alone. He needs some time to regroup and study his
Piece of wood.
piece of wood, and maybe even make up some lies about what it is.
Oh. But they've gone off it now at this stage.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
You don't trust him.
I have no. Best be on your way with your piece of wood. You best come back with answers. And I turn around and wander off.
Yeah, could you roll to intimidate him? Intimidate another?
Yeah, sure.
Roll +1.
They really
roll these 6s.
So
6.
6.
It's a miss.
Brawn is a miss. Okay. He sort of maintains his air of authority or knowledge and picks the piece of wood and takes it away. All right. So
So
it's starting to get towards nighttime. The sun is setting, and
Rain?
it's a red. Sorry.
Is it a rain kind of in the fog, like real humid, thick?
No, it's not. It's not too bad. It's still really cold, which is not unusual. But the fog and still not a lick of wind.
is there some way of, I don't know, like examining how far the water has seeped into the grain of the wood or something to kind of get some estimate
terms
on
of
how long it's been floating
So
in
you're
the
working with
ocean?
him, yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, so I'm with
Yeah.
Arled.
What's his,
Is there a?
Arled.
what's
Arled.
his cabin like on, like,
Oh
something?
yeah, has he got nice quarters?
Yeah, he's fairly well appointed. He's taken to hold stringing up a few outfits, sort of on the hangers, and placing them around his room. But you do notice that there is a number of tools upon his desk, and at one point he opens a sort of a bag that looks like a doctor's bag, like a black thing with the hinged on the top, and he pulls out a small saw and starts cutting the wood that you found. Yeah, so you want to look at that as well?
Yeah. What precisely do you hope to discover from this piece of wood?
Well, like you were saying, if there is an indication of how far the water has seeped into the wood, we might be able to tell how long ago this accident happened. He says the word accident, but you sense that there's not much of a conviction to it. Open that trunk over there. I think you will find a magnifying glass inside.
Oh, right. Okay. Sherlock Holmes style.
Yeah.
Can't do forensic
Do you pull
science
out-
without a
do you pull out-
magnifying glass, can you?
Do you pull out your
Right.
own better one?
Yeah, right.
No, I'm more with telescopes
I've got,
than
I've
magnifying
got an
glass.
8-inch Cassegrain here, that's right. If you take that piece of wood 100 metres away, I'll be able to...
That's right. That's right.
tell you how far away it is.
So,
What sort of, yeah, I mean, how does that even work?
he mumbles about being sent out by the Crown, and he sort of says, you know, they expect us to do miracles. They expect answers where there are clearly none. You, of course, understand that the pressure on us is great to produce results.
Oh, indeed, yes. Some of our field have even fabricated their results.
True. The pressure to produce something is great.
Indeed. But we must be true to our craft. We must simply report what we find, scientifically, with precision, with care.
He seems to be weighing your words quite carefully, and he nods and says, I agree. Well,
I have a look with my magnifying glass
Okay.
at our piece of wood. How wet is it on the inside?
you can definitely see that, and you can also do this by sort of forcing your fingernail into it, that there is about 1 millimeter of decent penetration of the wood. And you report that to Arled, and he seems to go through a book and sort of say, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Interesting. The silver gull was reported missing around 2 weeks ago, and
It's not particularly remarkable then.
well, the interesting thing is the Shepherd's Bluff was reported missing around 4 weeks ago.
Right. So it seems to be a pattern,
Yeah.
potentially.
So I've come at a point here, under the guise of bringing a bottle of sherry and a couple, 3 glasses.
Good.
How awkward was it when you came into the room?
I've stopped outside the door
Right.
when I hear that 2-4 pattern, and I'm just standing there sort of listening for a little while as the conversation continues.
Right. Well, I think we'd best keep this information to ourselves. The crew clearly appears to be on edge. I will raise it with the captain when the time is right. Can I count?
Hello, gentlemen.
Captain, please, come in.
I've brought a little sherry here to fortify your investigations.
Yes, thank you.
How's it all proceeding? Yes.
We are making some measurements, yes.
It's all very early days, and our instruments are not exactly precise here,
Yes,
Captain.
yes. What have we concluded so far?
Well, I intend to take a piece of this wood and submerge it in a weak acid solution overnight, and that should give us some bearings on how long it's been in the water. But our results will not be ready until the morning.
Okay, so I know that he just said how long they've been in the water, so I'm going to try and act as if I didn't, as if I don't know.
Okay, so you're playing dumb.
I'm playing dumb.
What do you think that might be?
Balance.
Manipulate another?
Acting
Acting under pressure, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, critical
14.
hit. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, acting under.
You
Oh.
act befuddled.
That's right.
You act slightly drunk.
Right. Good, excellent. Well, let's hope that yields some results.
Absolutely. He turns away from you and goes, Captain,
So would you like a sherry? Where can I sit these guys?
oh, yes,
down?
please,
Let's
perhaps,
move some things off.
Oh, could you spill a bit of sherry on the wood just on the corner?
That's
like,
nice, yes, I do.
Oh,
Captain,
I'm
Captain,
actually
please.
pouring and I look up and say, well, it's a lot. Oh, sorry. Oh, whoops, you know.
Captain, please, we must maintain the integrity of the evidence.
Certainly, yes. Evidence, you say? A crime? Evidence for a crime?
Well, it's not certainly, we don't know if it's a crime or not. That is why we're performing these tests.
To rip the nameplate of a ship asunder from the forecastle is quite a feat for a pirate ram.
Yes, it could be that. It could be merely bad luck.
A cannonball would certainly knock
Yes.
it clear.
Yes, perhaps, but not broken so cleanly.
I don't know there's any evidence of that, but we will certainly tell you if we find such.
Powder scorching, can you just test with that sort of
We
thing?
can.
We can, yes, that would be evidenced.
Well, drink up, man. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
So you continue to drink into the night, and eventually,
I fall asleep.
Stagger
Is there a chair in the room
Yeah,
somewhere?
yeah.
So I fall asleep in the chair.
Good.
Sort of telling some incredibly annoying story about
Yep.
some decidedly uninteresting voyage that I went on some point and just fall asleep halfway through.
Nice. You put yourself to sleep with your boring story.
all right, good. So that is the end of day 3, and I think we might take a break there and
Me
return
snoring happily.
in a few moments.
Oh,
that's really cool.
that is fantastic.